you received your pre-approval letter, and now you have absolutely no idea where to start, what to do next. For those of you that are new here, my name is Keara Mooney. I'm a mortgage broker servicing all of the East Coast, here to help you have a clear understanding of your path to home ownership. So let's dive into it. So a lot of times you get that pre-approval letter, you went through the process with your mortgage team, you sent in all your documents, they told you how much you're approved for a purchase price, and you receive that letter and you have no idea where to start. We're gonna dive into each of the key steps that are to come and what you should expect as you are now a pre-approved buyer. So you have your letter. You should immediately be working with a buyer agent that is representing you and working on your behalf. Keep in mind, going directly to a listing agent, if you just walk into an open house, that agent that is there, chances are representing the seller, meaning they have the seller's best interest in mind. So you want to be working with an agent that's representing you, understands your personal financial scenario, and they're going to help you navigate the market based on what makes sense. In a hot market, if you are approved for $600,000, chances are you probably shouldn't start looking at homes at $600,000 because there may be a case where you have to slide your offer up, you might have to negotiate, and you might have to go upwards. So you don't want to start at your ceiling in case negotiations need to occur. So in this case, if a buyer was approved for $600,000, I would recommend starting in the $550,000, possibly even $525,000 range, so that you have that negotiation power to slide up to $575,000, slide up to $580,000, and win that deal if you need to go against other buyers to win that house. So that's number one, is working with an agent, making sure you understand where you're starting, and having an agent that's going to guide your price range and have a good understanding of the various neighborhoods. Number two, speaking of neighborhoods, would be you want to dial in your buyer box. So that's creating a very clear plan as to what type of house you are looking for. You may not always know this right away, which is totally fine, but going to different open houses should really allow you to start boiling down number of bedrooms, the type of house you want. Do you like a colonial? Do you like a ranch style home? Do you want all the bedrooms on one floor? Do you want separation? So you want to make sure you're really having that buyer box written up so that when your agent's sending you houses, you can almost immediately say, hey, this is worth my time to go look at, or B, you know what, it doesn't even have a third bedroom. Let's not look at that. So having your bedroom count, the style of your home, the type of neighborhood that you're looking for, it's really important to start boiling down what's the key for you, because that will immediately help you when a new home comes to the market and you have that buyer box really detailed. It makes it easy for you to jump right away and go look at that house and not wait or not be uncertain. Most homes in a very appealing area are going to go off the market within a week's time or 2 weeks' time. So you don't want to wait 2 to 3 weeks to even decide if it's worth you going to look at that home. If you get that email, you see it on Zillow, you see it on the realtor's hot list when they send you that email campaign every week, you want to make sure that you already know so that you can book that appointment right away. Neighborhood is also important. If you have children, is school district important to you, or are you a younger professional and maybe you just really want to be close to work and you don't want to have a super long commute? So start pinpointing different areas that are going to make sense for you so that when you're working with your agent, you can tell them the top 3 towns that you're looking in. Or if you're buying in the city, there might be only 10 to 20 different a range of blocks or streets that you want to be on so that you're staying close to your office. You want to be able to communicate this to your agent. If you give them a very broad scope of where you want to live, it makes it hard to narrow down the search. And it may take that much longer for you to really start sifting through and start submitting offers and getting into your home. So making sure you have that buyer box is key. The other thing to keep in mind is as you now are starting to look at homes and you want to submit offers when you're pre-approved, send the home to your mortgage broker, which would be us. Send that to us. Say, I am very interested in this. We're submitting an offer. Get a crystal clear estimate of that monthly payment. And number 2, the closing costs. The closing costs range ever so slightly depending on the area that you're buying. So you don't want to wait until you have an accepted offer and you're signing contracts to know that that monthly payment is actually $600 over your monthly budget. If you are thinking about submitting an offer, send it to your agent, send it to your mortgage broker, and have a good, crystal clear understanding of exactly what this house is going to be looking like on a monthly basis. Purchase price is one thing, but you're realistically at the end of the day buying a monthly payment, which is your mortgage. And the other key to keep in mind is the taxes will swing your payment one way or the other. So taxes of one amount of $10,000 compared to taxes of $8,000 a year are going to shift your monthly payment by $200 a month. If $200 a month is making or breaking your monthly budget, this is why it's important to share these homes with your agent and your mortgage broker so that you have no payment shock when you get that loan package and you have a signed contract. So you don't want to have any surprises at the end. So those are definitely the key tips. The last one, as a fourth takeaway, is if you are in an attorney state like New York, make sure you have your attorney lined up. Don't wait until the week that you have to sign contracts to start interviewing and scrambling for an attorney. So you want to make sure you have that team in place, your mortgage consultant or your mortgage broker, your realtor, and have that attorney ready. Start the conversation early with a legal team because they're going to be drawing up the contract for you. They're going to be dealing with the seller side, and they're going to be making sure from a legal standpoint that you're protected. So you don't want to wait until you're about to sign a contract and you have an offer accepted. You want to make sure that the attorney you're working with is someone that you really trust, you feel comfortable with. So make sure you have that that panel of your team. I call them the Avengers in the real estate space. Make sure you have that Avengers team ready to go. So make sure you have that team. Make sure you have your buyer box dialed in. Make sure you're sending those monthly payments or requesting those monthly payments from your mortgage broker. And keep your credit and all things the same. No major financing of cars, furniture. Don't go to Bali for 6 weeks and blow every single penny in your bank account. Keep everything as is. If you have questions, you want to learn more, click the link below and we're happy to help you.